Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with my, not exactly a kit reveal, but a kit refresh. I started with a huge kit from Scrappy Adam that he sent an amazing stash kit, oddly enough, that contained things that were a lot of things that were pink, which is a color that he doesn't like to scrap with. So he sent me this great stash kit for my birthday back in December. So I pulled all of it and then added some stuff of my own that I thought would complement what he sent and stretch it, you know, kind of stash helper. And I have used quite a lot of it. I'll show you what's left, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do with some things. Before we look at the papers and these embellishments, you may recall that his kit that he sent me contained lots of alphas and I'm got a stack here that's a bunch of stuff that I added. And to be honest, I probably added this, so I will put that over here. And some of these smaller things were things that that were probably mine. But now, so I'm lying to you already right off the bat. So there was this alpha, I think this set from, I think that's from Rosie's Studio, some Pink Fresh alphas, some Violet Studio, Color Fresh, I've used those a lot. These I haven't even opened, and I don't know why, because I really like them. And this white alpha, this is birthday inspired. They're all, you know, all very useful, and I'm calling these alphas. Some of those in the back are alphas. They're these. I'm probably going to put these away in my stash. Actually, I know that these three, well, these four. I'll take these four because they are not alphas that you build words with, they are words. This one has a lot of celebrate and happy birthday, and I know from looking at my 12 box project that I've got birthday celebrations galore, so that'll come in handy. I like these. So these are gonna go in the stack first. These will get put away in my stash, and so will this. Okay, so now we'll look at what's left. This is a stack of scraps that are worthwhile keeping, so I'm gonna slide those in to the stand where I'm keeping stuff. And I'll show you that later. Embellishment wise, there was this pack, I think that's Heidi Swap. There's this pack, which is Maggie Holmes, and I've used some out of that. There's this pack, which is a combination of Delightful and I forget what that collection is, but it's two Pink Fresh collections. Here's another one of those word things that I'm definitely going to keep. This is an Amy Tangerine. And this set of kind of chipboard discs. And I think I had added this little sticker sheet. So I'm going to keep all of these, and those are going to stay kind of out handy. I also have this little tray of things. These labels are from Ellie's Studio, and those came from Adam. Some of these things came from Adam, like these arrows and these, I want to say, JD 3D. I'm looking for the JD. I had the 3D. These are some JD 3D pieces, and I think those will definitely go. These are some gifts that I got from my friend Colleen, and Colleen knew that I liked beach layouts and hedgehogs, go figure. So she sent me these, and I have stained and painted and inked them up and used them as is. I love them. And I have this. And then there's some wood veneer things that are from my stash. So this is also staying out, kind of front and center, handy to get to. So among the papers that Adam sent that I have not used, you will recall, I think I had about 6 sheets of this. This is that AB Studio paper that was I thought was going to be so hard to use. I actually like the layouts that I created with it, so I used the first 5 pages, and I will not be using this side. It has the weird baby heads. There's this paper that's from Marigold. There's this paper that I had 2 sheets of, and I will, in all likelihood, fussy cut that, although I'm probably going to try to see if there are any of these things that I can use. This is a great sheet. It has some barbecue motifs, and I may have some barbecue photos. This is a great Cocoa Vanilla page. That's a pretty page. I don't know who that's from. This is Vicky Booten from Storyteller. This is, I don't know what that is. Looks like Jen Hadfield, maybe. I love the pens here. These kind of look like they might have come from tablets, although they're not perforated. These were some cardstock pieces I put in. I think this pink one was to use with this, and I didn't use it. This is a Maggie Holmes. I would probably use that side. Don't know what this was meant to do. I used the white side of that one. And then I have some other kind of solid sheets. And then this one from Sweet Rush. This crepe paper that I'm not crazy about that, although if I did a pink floral and this mixed it, pink florals and this paper on like a strip of this on a craft paper background. I love craft, so these are the kind of weird, I don't mind the rainbows themselves, but I don't like the background color. And then there's this. Simply the Best was that collection I was trying to think of, of Pink Fresh. So here is a sheet from Simply the Best. So that's what's left from the kit that I started out with in January. Now, I have started, as you know, the 12 box project, which is where I'm going through 12 boxes of old photos, some of them over 70 years old. And the first box had mostly from the 80s, like 1979 to about 1988 are the years covered there. And today I spent 2.5 hours of up close and personal quality time with my first box. I had been pulling things willy-nilly. Ooh, let's scrap that. Ooh, and it was almost too much. It was overwhelming. And that's why I hadn't scrapped these things before. Just, it was daunting. So I went through, I touched every single photo, I cataloged it. In any case, I'll go through that in a separate video tomorrow, where I'll kind of describe where I'm going with that, because as you know, on February 1st I'm supposed to change boxes. Well, here's a hint. I'm not gonna change boxes. I took a sneak peek at box 2, and I'll explain to you why tomorrow. But in any event, I noticed as I went through, there are several vacations with beachy looking pictures. There are lots of photos from around home. There are photos in the kitchen. There are photos with the pets. There are, like James playing basketball, James playing baseball, things like that. So kind of our life in that box between those years. So I found, I found some photos of our quote-unquote honeymoon. It was a year after we were married, but at the time we were married, we didn't have any vacation or money, so we took our honeymoon the following year and combined it with a business trip. The business trip was to the San Francisco area, and we flew from San Francisco to Hawaii, which was a much less expensive flight than flying from Houston, where we lived. So I pulled a couple photos from there, 4, I guess, and made a grid. And I used this collection, Simple Stories, You Are Here. And I think this is all I have of this collection. This right here is a scrap from a couple pages that I'd already taken out of this book. But this pad is filled with wonderful colors and things that I can make embellishments out of. So this is definitely going in the kit. And that will be there to scrap not only that honeymoon trip, but also maybe other vacations. So to go with that, I had this whole slew of, and I cut these, they were supposed to go in pocket pages that had that long 6x12 section. And these are from various different Simple Stories collections. Look, there's a one from Let's Party that has the birthday theme, and I Heart Summer, and more I Heart Summer. Even the Say Cheese. Lots of different, and I'm sure somewhere I'll come across some photos of James's trips to Disney World and Disneyland. So I'm going to add those to the the stand. I found this Life in Color, which has another one of those 6x12s. Let's party, all this Simple Stories. This one is Carpe Diem, and there's a cat and a dog, and I can use those on different pages. And I've got all kinds, there's, papers that I thought Carpe Diem, I got quite a bit of Carpe Diem, Life in Color, and largely I don't have embellishments to go with these papers, and I can hardly explain to you why. I honestly don't know why I don't have any embellishments. These are some scraps that I have. I don't think that's a Simple Stories paper, but maybe it is. And this is a postcard that has holes punched in it, so it was meant for a mini book. And I have these 6x6. There's I Heart Summer, and this snap, and another snap, and somewhere in here, all mixed up in all of this is a couple other collections in any case. So I'm going to add these. This is going to go in my embellishment pile. So these go in there. And I thought, what fell? I'm not sure what fell there. I thought this, I guess this is Echo Park. This has some kitchen-y looking things. And then this is Smarty Pants, which has some school and kid things. And I love this alpha that looks like it's made from corkboard. I have this set of big stickers from an old Mine the Scrap kit that has gather and recipes and memories and home sweet home. So that'll certainly be appropriate. And then there's another one of those 6x12. I've got these that have been lying around and kicked around in different places, and it's got different cutout phrase stickers. There's this from a Mind the Scrap kit, and if I don't use it soon, I'm gonna mess it up so it's not usable. So I'm gonna try to use that like early on. I'm gonna put it obvious in an obvious place there. So this is my new kit. It's my refreshed kit. I'm going to put these full sheets back in the back here, and I'm going to mix those. My goal is not to just get on a Simple Stories jag and do all Simple Stories pages, but I want to mix them in with the okay, that was it, the Good Day Sunshine. I knew I had Good Day Sunshine in there. So I'll mix these in with the papers that Adam sent me, and I should end up with some, let's see, what's the term I want to use? Some charmingly eclectic pages. And I will admit right now that at the moment, this doesn't sound like a scrap backwards exercise, because I knew what, I'd looked at my photos first, and then that helped me decide what went in my kit. But the fact is that I'm going to choose something, like I may, for each page video that I do, I'll choose something like this. And I'll say, dream. Okay, which of those photos in that box, that sets of photos, would dream work for? And I think I have some, just as an example. I've already scrapped them, so it wouldn't be these, but I have some photos of James asleep on the couch. So that might be good for that. And then with dream and those photos being my starter, what do I get to go with that? Well, maybe there's a wood grain in there, and I know the couch is orange, so maybe, you know what I'm saying. So I'm going to honor the backwards process, even though building my kit, I kind of cheated and knew what kind of photos I was going to be working with. And I have, in doing this, kind of emptied out, or not emptied out by any means, not emptied out, but I have greatly increased the amount, my ability to close the box on my Simple Stories collection. And I have these Obed Marshall alphabets that I could probably use on every page, and I'm going to keep those in the kit. I'm also adding these washi tapes to the kit. This was a Simple Stories travel line that's fairly recent, and I've used the papers and embellishments from that line. I'm building a mini book about the trip to Europe last year. And these will be used for that, but I think they will also come in handy for this, this kit. So that's my kit. Let me pull the, there it is right there. It's full and thick, and I expect that I will still be using it when we switch over from February to March. So number one, I want to thank Adam for sending me that stash kit, because it was loads and loads of fun to do, to play with it this past month. And I look forward to blending in those pages with some of this Simple Stories goodness that I just brought in. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned. I will be, after I've had a chance to talk with Adam, I will be making an announcement about the whole price thing. As you all know, shipping costs have gone through the roof, and the Royal Mail in the UK has, it was plagued with lots of strikes since the beginning of the year, and also had some cyber hacking, so sending parcels has been crazy. And it's the kind of, there's such lack of confidence in anything being delivered, and you know, almost at whatever cost you're willing to pay. So the upshot is, we had decided a couple months ago that we were no longer going to offer stash prizes that we had to mail out, because the cost was, you know, prohibitive. This isn't, the whole Scrap Backwards thing is a community, not a money-making enterprise by any stretch of the imagination. So I'm not sure what we're going to do there. I have an idea that I need to pass by Adam. We want to make it fun. We want to keep you interested in it, and we want to encourage ideas on how you scrap backwards, what you're getting out of it. I know a lot of you are using and combining stash in ways that you hadn't done before, and that's just wonderful. That's music to our ears. So we want to encourage more conversation that way, and we're thinking about having some fun activities. So hopefully we'll replace the prizes with a different kind of fun. So thank you for watching. Bye.